Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thunder Valley Racing League, brought to you by Plan B Sales. This is TCW back in the booth, and we're glad to get some of these truck races streaming again. I got Del Gatro with me. He's going to help me out in the broadcast booth tonight. Del Gatro, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And then
Be
as
fun
our
tonight.
in race, yep, sure will. And our in race reporter will be B Hayden, which is also our last week's truck winner in that number 26 Chevrolet Silverado. B Hayden, we appreciate that.
You got it.
So I think these guys are ready to get underway. So we're about to get this thing started. Del Gatro, while we get loaded in, do you have any pre-race information, or what do you think? What do you think we're going to see here tonight?
Maybe see a little bit of what we saw last night with fuel strategy, tire saving. I'm not 100% sure though. Oh crap, I joined too early. But I'm not too sure what that strategy is going to be like. But I know for a fact these guys will be dealing with handling issues like loose or tight on entry, stuff like that. So it should be fun though.
Yeah, I agree.
I joined the lobby a little too early.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I did too. I had to back out, but I just let them know we were ready. I thought they were pretty much getting away there, but
he said good to go.
Yeah, we'll be pretty close here, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few seconds, and it should be a great truck race. We've been out of the loop for a few weeks. We haven't had the broadcast like we usually do, but we should have them from here on out and through the rest of this season and through the playoffs and all the way through the championship. So definitely looking forward to what these truck drivers can do this week.
Oh yeah. We're gonna get a stacked field too. A lot of good guys. A lot of guys that were up front competing last night in the Cup. So it should be a pretty interesting field. I'm surprised to not see what's his name? Unless he's Y'all Ain't Ready. I'm surprised he's not in the top 5.
Yeah, he's usually one of the guys that's always up towards the front, and it sounds like we can join now. And it looks like as well, you mentioned Y'all Ain't Ready, and it looks like he's from the latest point standings I'm seeing. He's leading the truck point standings, so he's having a heck of a season.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, if you're leading the point standings in one of the series, it definitely gives you
The other ones that you're competing in. I'm sure he has that advantage with these trucks now over these other guys.
And we've had some other good truck drivers this season. You know, obviously Ski Mask is one of them. B Hayden is another one. And we've had some guys, you know, we've got quite a few contenders this season here in the truck series. And we are at the Monster Mile here in Dover. We're joining in now, so this should be a good race. I'm not expecting anything less.
Oh yeah. Ooh, some contact already. It's going to happen on this track. It's so narrow, it's a pretty much one groove track.
It really is, and you have to keep the pace, because if you do not, the car behind you is going to either move you out of the way or you better get out of the way.
Oh yeah.
It looks like we got Cushion pushing in the 45 is leading this race at the moment.
Yeah, Sporty Morty up in 3rd place. Another guy that was really good last night. Just had a really good rhythm throughout throughout every stage of a run. Look for this guy to beat somebody to knock Cushion pushing off the top here for the win.
Yeah, Sporty is a guy I've raced with in quite a few leagues, and every time I hear his name, he's usually up there towards the front. He's pretty good in all series, and it doesn't matter if it's Cup Series, Xfinity trucks. So yeah, he's a contender in every series. He's a very well-rounded driver for sure. Looks like Cushion Pushing's getting a nice little lead on the pack right now as they continue to race on.
Yeah, he's looking really good. I'm sure he's got to practice this out and got the right setups. The thing I noticed, last night is the first part of the stage for me, I was really fast and felt really good, but the car continued to change, and I wonder if that's going to happen to Cushion Pushing, if it's going to change to where it's kind of hurts him in a way. We'll see how that plays out for him, but I'm sure he's got a plan and good setups for each stage.
10-4, and that's some good advice. So is that, you know, like I said, I've been out of the loop for a few weeks, but is that where the Cup race took place last night? Was it Dover as well?
Yeah. Yep.
Who turned out to be the winner for that race?
Oh, who was it? Masopes.
Masopes. So we finally had a new winner other than Fire Slayer.
Yeah. Although the Toyotas are dominating that series.
The Toyotas have been dominating the Cup Series, and they're not playing this year. The Fords and Chevys got a lot of ground to make up.
Definitely makes you think how it feels in the real world with the Chevys been dominating the past season and even now this season.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you 100%.
D-Blood's making a pass here on Sporty Morty. Trying to get
watch
under
this here. He's trying to get the low lane on that 94 truck in front of him, but 94 is gonna cut him off there.
Bottom line, it's a good line. I really like running, trying to hold that line, but it's tough to pass a guy because that guy in the top line can get a drive off. I really have a good bottom line, like right there.
Yeah. And you see it right there, yeah. And you see that 94, he gets that run on that outside. If you get pinched down too far below like D-Blood is, it's, like he said, it's really hard to. It looks like D-Blood's maybe going to try the same thing on him now. He's going to kind of work his way up to the outside and see if he can maybe get something working up there.
We are 10 laps in the first stage, boys.
All right, 10 laps into the first stage, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden, how many laps do we have in this stage?
22 laps in the first stage.
Okay. So we've got 12 to go.
Right now coming up to number 11.
Number 11, and we got D-Blood and Sporty Morty side by side. Let's see what's going to happen here. A real good battle. And you know, that's about the only battle I see right now. Everybody else is pretty single file. And I guess trying to figure their trucks out at the moment.
Yeah, I noticed, these guys are running all the same speed. I feel like it's tough to pass the first part of the run just because you kind of run the same lap times, but as that run goes on, when your truck starts to get looser, that's when you're going to start to see guys, that plan for long runs compared to guys that maybe went a little bit looser to have more speed for short runs.
That's definitely, I agree with you 100%. And I'm watching Y'all Ain't Ready here. He's got 2 trucks on his bumper that they were just looking like they were going to make a move on the outside, and they're still trying for it.
Yeah, it's really unprecedented to see Y'all Ain't Ready back here, but I wonder if he's trying something. Maybe
it could be a strategy.
Yes,
yeah. Could be something with fuel, maybe tires. Who knows? Because everybody's always got something in their back pocket.
Yeah, he's always a guy that practices a lot too, and I was surprised last night to see him, not take advantage of strategy, staying out or whatever. So I wonder if he maybe makes sure to get the most out of a strategy and see what he can do to get the best stage finishes.
Exactly. And Delgado, I'll tell you, I'm riding with the number 22 truck right now. He's putting some pressure on that 34, Sunoco.
Oh yeah, he's ski mask. Dude's always flying. He's got his truck hooked up as D-Blood does too. He took the lead from Cushion Pushing. So we know who's got the faster.
So we need to we need to switch. We just had a lead change, ladies and gentlemen. D-Blood, 87, is now your new leader. So that took him about 12 to 13 laps, and he's moved his way to the front.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good time to make up there. Gotta feel proud about that, Not gonna feel good.
I want to say he come from the middle of the field, didn't he?
Middle of the field?
It was probably somewhere in the middle of the field, I think. That's where he qualified.
I'm sure these other guys will put in setup stuff too to match his speed.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is nobody's pitted yet. Everybody's just running off of the slider they chose. So after this stage, we're definitely going to see some adjustments, and we'll see. Who knows what what they need to put in as far as tire pressures, wedge adjustments, tape, and that kind of thing. And some guys have secrets. Oh, I noticed. I believe we have a caution.
Yeah, we got a caution.
Exotic Apex is moving really slow in the 18. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if anybody else caught anything there.
I didn't see it. I saw 94 got slammed by the 88, but I don't think he wrecked. Or whoever the yellow car was.
Looked like Ski, Respect, and Exotic came off at turn 4, 3 wide, and just wasn't enough room to do that.
So we're still continuing here in stage 1. They've got them lined back up, and I'm sorry, what was that? 2 laps?
2 laps left. Yep.
Okay, so basically in overtime for stage 1.
Saw Sporty Morty there trying to get aggressive on the floor, trying to make a pass.
Cushion Pushing's making a move on the inside. He's going to try to. He does. He's going to go on the inside of the number 4 D Blood. Oh, and he's going to make a move for first place. I will say it looks like that 45 has a very fast short run car, or truck, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
He just blew right through him.
Yeah, he's definitely got it down. I wonder if the 20 car maybe took splash only or tires or stayed out. But
something may have happened, but you can see he's pulled off. I mean, he's got a gap there. But, you know, just like we got a 3-wide battle.
That's the end of the stage.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. That was a pretty good end of that stage. But, you know, that's something to take notice is that 45. He's got a very good short-run truck. But just like we noticed in stage 1, D-Blood caught up to him and passed him. So it's really going to play out with the cautions and how these laps are going to run.
Yeah, that's something that I think you kind of want to think about before the race. Do you rather have a short run speed or a long run car? I mean, personally, for me, I would rather have a long run car and make up time there. But short run, you can definitely lose a lot of time because that's where you get the most grip, and so it's tough to figure that out and what you should do in that area.
Well, I will say that 45 truck definitely had it figured out when it comes to fresh tires and starting, you know, a restart and getting that quick run right off the start. So, but we'll have to see how it plays out. Cautions may work in his favor. If no cautions come out, then obviously we've seen there's some other guys that can contend, and the green flag's out.
20 car took the lead from the 45. He took the lead. Surprise.
Now we're thinking about these well, I'm assuming most of them got their adjustments in probably on that during that caution. But yeah, but we're seeing a little something now. Oh, here comes the 45 on the inside.
I think the 20 truck hit the wall, trying a little too hard to pull away. But he's not letting him go. He's hanging tough. You see the ski mask out in the wall too. These guys are smacking the wall.
I think these guys are really starting to, you know, get a little bit more aggressive just because of stage 2, and obviously in these truck races you just don't have as many laps as Xfinity and Cup. So I mean, you really kind of got to get out front, and especially in stage 2, and hope for a good run, and you know, no type of cautions or something that's going to hurt you, especially once you get in that top 5. Because if you can start in the top 5 in stage 3. You're setting yourself up for a pretty good race.
Yeah, definitely. I've always looked at it as two races in one race. The first 2 stages, you want to try to set yourself up for a top 3 or top 5 spot for that last stage, because I mean, you never know if you're going to get a caution that last stage, and you definitely don't want to have to play catch up on that last stage.
And we see the 20 kind of getting the wall there a little bit, and now the 20. Is that the 26?
Yeah, it looks like it. And the 20 car crossed him over.
Look, we got a crossover. We got some great racing here for second place. And the 45's loving what he sees in that rearview mirror, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, he's pulling away. He's got to be loving. He's gonna sit, try to save his tires. I think he hit the wall though there. I know.
I noticed a lot of these guys are grazing it for sure. They're getting right up against it.
Yeah, and they think making me think if they're ever gonna be loose or they're just gonna be super tight the whole run.
You know, just as, you know, when you do league races and online racing, just your opinion, Dale Gottschalk. Do you use stage one as almost like a practice round just to get a feel for like how everybody's running in the competition? And then kind of make your adjustments for stage 2 and stage 3? Because I think that's what a lot of guys do, in my opinion, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get to run practice races throughout the week unless somebody just specially does it for fun, but normally in that first stage, you trying to learn what your truck can do and what other competitors are better at. You know, short runs, long runs, or entry of a corner, exit of the corner. You definitely want to use that first stage as a key practice session to learn.
Yeah, because you can practice all you want, but it's hard to tell until you got those other guys racing around you.
Yeah, so
and that changes a lot.
Yeah, as you see, B. Hayden trying to go for the lead here.
He is. He's on the inside of that 45 truck. B. Hayden is making some moves here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He had a strong performance last week, and it looks like he's not letting up tonight either.
No, does a good job there. Gets higher up in that corner.
I believe he's going to clear him. He does. He clears him. 26 to the lead. B. Hayden has helped us out in the booth, and obviously helping us out tonight with the in-race report. And so we appreciate that, and he is our leader in that 26 Chevy Silverado.
See D-Blood in the picture, trying to get up here, trying to get around the 45 and see if he can chase down our leader.
9 to go on this stage. Looks like fuel and tires should not be an issue here the rest of the way.
Awesome.
All right, 10-4. It sounds like from our in-race reporter, fuel and tires shouldn't be an issue. I believe he said we had 9 to go.
Yep.
And so we'll be able to finish this out with the end of stage 2. So this is going to be the race for stage 2 here. And it looks like the 26 has a nice lead over the pack.
Ski Master sent it in there.
He did. He's 3 wide in the middle. Oh.
The 45 got loose.
Oh, yeah, we got a battle going here. I have to check this out.
These guys are beating and banging back here, trying to get every spot they can.
Got Ski on the outside of the 45.
Yeah, 45 car is dropping hard. I mean, I don't know what he did, if he didn't change anything to the car.
A little contact. Oh, he's going to do he's going to try the crossover nut. He thought about it, but decided not to right then. It's like 22's running in 5th place. And he's got some company on the inside. He's gonna move him a little here.
18 cars would have tried to fill the gap.
Oh, we got it 3 wide. Ski's not gonna have any of that. We had some contact back there. It's like somebody might have been a little collateral damage. We apologize to that truck driver. Hopefully he gets back out here on stage 3.
Yeah.
We lost one. Let's see.
Got 5 to go on the stage.
5 laps to go here. B. Hayden's running a really nice race here, right here in stage 2 here at Dover.
You know, I'm trying not to look, but it looks like that 4 car is getting a little bit closer.
He is. He is B. Hayden. If I was you, don't worry about us. Just concentrate, because he's definitely making up some ground, and I'm sure Dale Gottschalk can see it as well.
Oh yeah, it's always tough too as a driver leading out front. You don't want to look at that mirror, but it's kind of tempting to see it. You kind of want to see where he's beating you at too.
Well, I'm watching B. Hayden's rear view mirror, basically, the rear view cam, so I can.
Yeah.
I'm noticing D-Blood is trying to run a lot tighter to that bottom line in the corners at the moment. I'm not saying that's going to help him or hurt him, but he seems to be trying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hugging that bottom line.
Yeah. 26 trying the same thing too. It's going to be tough. Normally in that situation, I would try something different. Try to maybe dime in the corner, get more speed off exit or something.
I think B. Hayden here just needs to do exactly what he's doing. Don't even worry about what's behind him.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
D-Blood has to make the pass. And I saw a lot of guys that could hold guys off. All right, 1 lap to go here. 1 lap to go here in stage 2, ladies and gentlemen. Got B. Hayden 13. He is leading this race with D-Blood in second. And that number 4's truck. Chevy is leading, Toyota second. Does D-Blood have anything for this last turn? 3 and 4? It does not look like it.
Push wide, yeah.
B. Hayden's going to be your stage 2
Checker flag, stage 2.
Stage 2. Congratulations to B. Hayden. Let's see if he can do this again in stage 3, Doug Gautreaux. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not. D-Blood will be a little bit tougher because there's going to be a lot more laps in this fight, but you know,
we should see some green flag pit stops this time, as long as no cautions, correct?
Yeah, it looks like we got 56 to go.
Oh wow!
In the stage.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a long stage.
And fuel run will definitely not make it. We're looking at about 32 laps on the fuel run.
So depending on if there's like a mid-race or mid-stage caution, we're going to be looking at some green flag pit stops. You know, that makes and breaks every race, because sometimes I've seen some of the most dominant drivers get that, you know, late penalty speeding into the pits, and it can just change the whole course of the race.
Yeah, pit road can definitely be a win or loss situation.
All right, looks like we're green flag here, Del Gautreaux. Del Gautreaux, if you got to make a pick right now, I hate to put you on the spot. Who are you going with tonight? Who do you think is going to edge this out here in stage 3? We've been seeing 2 stages. We've been seeing what everybody has to offer. Ooh, and D-Blood's in the wall.
Oh, Ski Mask.
Ski Mask is on the inside. Oh, he's flipping. Jesus freaking Christ. That's not good. That's got to be a caution.
Oh, yeah.
That's a caution. Oh, man.
D-Blood fell way back. He lost a lot of spots being on the outside line.
Ooh, I can tell you right now, Del Gautreaux, we're going to enjoy this here in stage 3.
Oh, yeah. These guys are going to get, like I said, these guys are going to get crazy. They're playing catch-up now, and they're trying to position themselves the best they can and go for it. Took out Killa Nate. It was having a really good run top 5, and maybe being in contention for the win. But
I'm listening to the I guess you'd call in-car audio from the drivers, and I'd say Ski Mask is not very happy right now. He got flipped and turned over, and he's not too happy about that at the moment. Yeah, he's not happy. Just say that. All right, green flag's back out. Let's see what happens this time. So Del Gautreaux, back to what I was saying. Who do you think is the favorite so far?
Man, I think I'd have to go with Hayden on this one, just because it looked like he's had a really good short run and pretty decent long run. I think D-Blood's going to probably be a big threat for him, but I think he could pull this off. He's got a pretty solid truck and run a good race so far.
Yeah, I agree. I think B. Hayden's got a really strong truck, and you really can see it the longer the runs get. I think D-Blood's got a good long run truck too, but I think in stage 2 we've seen that Hayden could hold him off. But you know, right now we got Exotic Apex, an 18 truck in that Toyota. He's leading this race right now.
Yeah, these guys took advantage of that caution. I'm assuming they stayed out or took 2 tires or gas only or something. But
and y'all ain't ready, and the 40 truck's on the inside. It looks like he's finally going to decide to take the lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah, y'all ain't ready. He was running in the back.
We have not talked much about him at all, and that's usually somebody we talk about.
Yeah. And this guy's leading the point standings too,
and here he is, stage 3, leading the race.
He's showing up.
Some of these guys just know when to show up when it's the right time.
Kind of like how Jimmy Johnson used to race. He'd
Yeah,
always
yeah.
run mid-pack or
He
top
knew.
10
Yep.
and stuff in
But
spot.
I will say, Exotic he's right on Y'all Ain't Ready's bumper. He's not really giving up, but then you see there's a nice gap between second and third.
Yeah. Got a lot of work for Hayden to try to catch up here and see if he can try to win this race, go back to back. It's something tough in this league.
Oh,
to
it's
go
really
back to
tough.
back.
Exactly. If you do that, D-Blood should send you a trophy in the mail for doing that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not easy to do because, I mean, there's just a lot of good drivers and a lot of good guys in this league.
Yeah, it's
You never know how it's going to play out. And any night, you never know who's going to win.
it's very competitive and it's tough to win races in any league unless it's leagues for that not skilled drivers, but these guys are very skilled. They practice a lot. They've been doing this for a long time, and these guys know what they need to do to win races, and it's tough.
Yeah, I agree. And you can kind of see the mid-pack starting to get bunched up a little bit. They're trying to figure out. Some of those guys are faster than the other ones, and they're trying to figure out how to get around.
Oh yeah, you see B. Hayden starting to slowly catch up. He's definitely closing in for sure. So we're just trying to. I would assume they're just running in line, but 18 car kids at 40 a bump.
I think the 18 is. I mean, the 18 is pretty quick.
Yeah, he's staying
just
with
as fast as that 40.
Oh, he's gonna
But you
push
see
wide.
what's
He hit
happening?
the apron.
You see B. Hayden coming up on the outside?
Oh, yeah. He's probably gonna take that spot.
Yeah, he just took it like it was nothing. Oh my goodness. Wow, that 26 truck. See, after they get about, I don't know, what was that, maybe 7, 8 laps?
Yeah.
That 26 comes alive.
Oh yeah. And now the 40's got a lot of pressure. He's got to really just focus in on hugging that bottom line and not giving up the bottom. And make him have to pass you around the outside. That's what you have to do. Make a mistake and 6 will take it.
Yeah, it really seems like the 26 is really taking it easy in those turns. Like he's not pushing
Oh,
it,
yeah.
he's not burning his tires. And I look at, oh, here we go on the inside.
It's
26
such a
going
good
for
run
the
on the
lead.
corner.
On the inside, side by side for the lead. Y'all ain't
Trying
ready,
to-
and B. Hayden. And it looks
He
like
was
the
trying.
18 is going to go with B. Hayden. He's going to try to give him a little push, see if he can get around the 40 as well. But they're still side by side here, Delgatro. Oh my God.
He was squeezing him down, making it hard for the 26 to get back to the gas. He's going to push wide
Oh,
here. And that's
yep, 40 got a little high up on the track, it looks like. And the 26 is your new leader.
Man, some good ass racing up here at the front.
That is some awesome racing.
Yeah,
Watching
I mean,
all first down.
Dover is a tough track too to run side by side, and to see him run side by side without any contact is pretty incredible.
And you know, I mean, 1 through 4, I mean, they're all right there with each other.
Oh yeah, they're get some covers. I don't see D-Blood at all anywhere in this, so
I'm
not
not
looking
sure
good
if
for
we
him.
missed something, or maybe he got into the brush of the wall or something. But yeah, he's not really up here. And he
Yeah.
was kind of one of those guys late in the stage that kept showing up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's probably running a lot of times as fast as a leader, but just caught up in traffic. We see Ski Mask up here though. Got caught up in that last wreck, and he
You
somehow made his way up here.
You can never count Ski Mask out. I mean, you really
Yeah.
just can't do it. I mean, it doesn't matter what happens to the guy. It doesn't matter stage 1, stage 2. Ski Mask is gonna find his way back to the front in stage 3, and he's had a really good season so far as I remember.
Oh yeah, he's always running top 5 and competing for the wins. I've always heard people say if you're racing mad, you do better. I think that's probably what keeps him up front most of the time, is because he's always mad or something.
And the 22 he made a move. He's taken 4th place. He just got the 18 out of his way.
Yeah, he took that
It's like-
spot from him.
It's like he's gonna start working on the 45 truck and pushing if he can see how this works out.
Yeah.
While we still got the 26 of B. Hayden, he's your race leader.
Yeah, not really pulling away. This whole pack right here has been close gap. Ski Mask could potentially, upset this race and steal it pretty much. I mean, even though he runs really good up front most of the time, but he hasn't shown any dominant speed.
No, but we also got to keep in mind that as long as it stays the way it has been, we're going to have some green flag pit stops.
Yeah.
And that's going to change a lot because some things are going to happen. And if it stays that way, then yeah, we could definitely see a huge shuffle of what we're seeing now. So everybody's got to be really patient and try to hold their spot, and then they got to be very aware of their pit speed coming into pit road.
Yeah. That pit road's tough to get on. I'm assuming you have to enter on the backstretch. That's what we had to do last night. I think that's the rule. But you have to enter on that apron on the backstretch. It gets pretty slick down there.
Yeah, it should be the same rules, I'd imagine. It looks like D-Blood's making a move on the. Well, he's trying. He's thinking about it. D-Blood's looking to make a move on that 22.
That's gotta be a good feeling when you got a good long run truck to where you're catching a guy ahead of you pretty quick and you're passing trucks. I mean, that's gotta be a good feeling for a long run.
Now Ski Mask is making a move on Cushion Pushing. He said he couldn't wait around. He couldn't wait around any longer. So it could have been Cushion Pushing was holding up Ski Mask a little. So now D-Blood's got to contest with Cushion Pushing.
I just gotta go get
to go on the stage.
38 to go.
30 to go.
Oh, 30 to go. All right. Appreciate that from Marion Race Report.
Looks like we got about 12 laps of fuel for the guys that pitted this last pit stop.
So we got 30 laps to go here, and it looks like we've got about 12 laps. Minus will take a few before everyone's going to have to start pitting. So we're going to see some pit stops here shortly. And Delgado, you know that's what's going to make and break this race for everybody. Those green flag pit stops.
Yeah,
you just cannot make a mistake.
Yeah, it's tough. And getting off pit road too, perfecting that because it gets tight. When you're coming off that pit road, it makes you want to push up the track and.
Oh, we got some guys pitting already.
Killer Nate coming now.
Yep, Sporty Morty's in the pits.
Yes.
So it looks like we're already got some early pitters here, Delgado. What do you think it is? Is this something you would do?
I think if I'm D-Blood, I'm okay with it just because I have a good long run truck. So as a long run or longer on those tires, you feel a little bit better, more comfortable on them. So I like this, and he'll probably jump ahead of some guys too that stayed out. So give him a little bit of an advantage.
The Ford Toyota Tundra, he's making his way back onto the track.
Oh, we got two guys. Oh, missed pit road. One of them missed pit road, actually.
Uh-oh.
Maybe both of them did.
Yeah, I knew we were going to have some issues with this. Yeah, we got the 88. He's pitting. I think the 24 may have lagged out or something happened. Exotic Apex of the 18. He is now pitting.
It's starting to get busy. Everybody's starting to come in. And
yeah, pit road's getting really busy right now. Turf Tech is coming out in number 16 truck. He's coming out of pit road. So I'm gonna wait a few laps before I even ask where everyone's at.
Yeah.
So everybody cycles through because I know it gets a little weird.
I think so far, B. Hayden, Not Ready, and 22 have not pitted. I'm assuming just because these guys are.
They're still
close.
Yeah. So the 26 of the Chevy Silverado of B. Hayden, he is still. That's last week's winner in the truck race, and he is dominating here in stage 3. Now he has not pitted yet. A lot of trucks have, but he looks like he. Oh, no, never mind.
Oh, 40 truck hit the wall.
40 trucks in the wall.
Collected the 22. Slowed him up a little bit. Probably got him damaged too.
And it looks like we got somebody pitting here, or coming back out on the track. Excuse me.
Got a missile on pit road.
Yeah, we got a lot of. Everybody's kind of. Man, we got a lot of different game plans here for sure. A lot of different strategies.
Got 22 to go on the stage.
22 to go here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're kind of getting down to the nitty gritty.
I'm a little curious to see where D-Blood is going to come out in comparison to Y'all Ain't Ready, B. Hayden,
All right.
Ski
40?
Mask.
40, y'all ain't ready. Looks like he's coming down the pit. He is. He is pitting.
Oh, we almost did straight road. That was close.
Yep, he is now on pit road. Ski Mask is on pit road as well. Melton's on pit road. B. Hayden, where are you running right now?
Still in first. I'll give you guys an update position-wise as soon as I'm going to be pitting this time by right here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sounds like our leader is about to go into pits now. He's letting the 45 get around him so he can get set up for it. So our leader in the number 26 Chevy Silverado is going to pit. We're going to see how it all plays out. We had a lot of early pit guys that were pitting. And looks like 26 is going to have the freshest equipment for the most part coming out. We'll just see how, obviously have to see how it plays out as far as the lap times and what that equipment did for the other guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be close, but the 26 makes up a lot of time in my opinion.
Yeah. Especially when you have fresher tires too, and he has a good car or truck throughout the entire run, so he'll could be gaining time on D-Blood and whoever else pitted early. He'll make time on them throughout the entire run, so it'll be interesting to see though.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but even if he doesn't come out in the lead, I think he's going to gain it up pretty quick because he showed that time and time again.
26 coming out.
Got 26X, and I'm watching the 4 D-Blood right now.
Ski Mask actually might have took the lead, but I'm assuming once he cycles back around. Get the 94. I don't even see D-Blood in the
I'm
picture.
watching 22, but he don't have anybody around him. It sounds like a lot of those guys are having some problems from the in-truck audio I'm hearing. Oh yeah, we had a bunch up. Yeah, they've been bunched up a little bit.
Looks like we got Cushion Pushing up in first. Ski Mask is in second. I'm in third. Y'all Ain't Ready Racing is in fourth. We got Sporty Bordy in fifth. 17 to go.
Okay, so Cushion Pushing, the 45 truck, is your leader as of right now. After we basically cycled through that pit stop. But, that's one thing we've noticed, Delgatro. The 45 truck has had a very fast truck right off the get-go, but it really slows down after a long run.
Yeah, he falls off really hard after about a certain amount of laps. Wonder if he made any adjustments to help that, or if he just kind of left it alone. But I'm sure with Ski Mask having fresher tires up too, he might be a chance here to take the lead and potentially hold off B. Hayden.
Yeah, the 45s have a really fast. He's always had a fast truck right off the get-go, but it just I noticed that he really falls off the pace. It only seems about halfway through the stage, and pretty much that's what they're about to do now. It's pretty much like what they were doing in stage 1 and stage 2, so they gotta run 20 or I think it was probably now, if I had to guess, probably 14 or 15 laps. But if he starts falling off too much,
that's still a good amount of laps. 14 laps. That's enough time to make it up. But you want to make every lap, count. You want to run qualifying lap times pretty much if you want a shot at this.
B. Hayden, how many laps do we have actually?
We got 13 to go, and I'm about 3 seconds behind the leader.
Okay, so you can hear that. I don't know if y'all can or not, but B. Hayden, our in-race reporter, is about 3 seconds behind the leader. And,
the difference too is.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say the difference too is when the 22 truck catches Cushion Pushing, how long it takes him to get around him. And if
that's going to be the thing. And that's what I noticed for that 26 truck. Anytime two guys start battling out, he makes up a lot of time.
Yeah.
And he's right there. He's just waiting for that 22 to catch up to that lead truck.
And I don't think Cushion Pushing's going to slouch over and give it up.
No, I don't think so by any means. But if anything that we've seen so far, unless he's made some good adjustments, we see his truck falls off towards the end.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing we got to watch for here. So far, so good for the 45. He's still keeping a nice distance. I mean, he's running a pretty good race. But Ski is coming in. It looks like he is. Yeah. Every lap he's starting to gain a little more.
B. Hayden's right there. He's probably within a second of Ski Mask. Second and a half to leader.
I predict as soon as the 22 catches the 45, the 26 is going to catch right up to him within a lap or two.
Yeah. And the 22's got to make quick work of this, which is going to be tough, but he's got to make quick work of this so he can get out front and try to gap himself, because the 26 will have to pass the 45 as well, too, so.
B. Hayden, what do we got, like 3-4 laps? I hate to ask him because I know he's racing hard here.
Yeah, he's in focus mode. It's all.
Oh, and he's making up good timing on the 22.
Oh, yeah. He actually might pass the 22 really quick and go after the 45.
Yeah, Cushion has dialed his truck in for sure. Here, because you know he had that very good short run truck, but now he's dialed it in where he's in. Oh, we got a pass for second place here. 26 on the inside. 26 is going to take. He's going to take second place here. 45 still your leader.
I think it'd be important for the 22 to try to hang on to the 26s as much as possible, and the two leaders here will get into a
6 to go.
6 to go. Wow, we still may have a race here because this 26 is moving up on this 45.
There's 2 lap trucks ahead too. That might play a beneficial.
That could play a big role here, ladies and gentlemen. We may see an exciting finish here. But, you know, props to the 45, though. Way to make his car a good long-run car, because that's not how it started.
Yeah, no, he's done a really good job. I would like to know what he did differently, but he definitely has done a fairly good job adjustment-wise or just driving style-wise to hang out front. But you see the 26
He has, but the 26 has just showed why he's been up front, and he has that long-run truck. I mean, my goodness.
Gets him off exit, and it's so hard for the 45 to defend that.
The 22 is still back there, but we got a battle for first place here, ladies and gentlemen. 45 and 26.
Go higher. I'm assuming he's going to try to diamond his corner and cut under him here off exit. Yep, there he goes.
Here he goes.
Oh, we're going to block him.
He's going to do the block. Oh, my goodness. The 45. Nope, the 26. Oh, 26 isn't having it.
Oh, the bump and run.
He's not up. Yep, he was not having it.
You're going to block like that, you're going to get stat.
Oh, the 26 takes the lead. Oh, my goodness. The 26 is now. B. Hayden's in the lead. 45 is second, and he's got Ski Mask all over him in third place.
Oh, yeah. I think he tried to bump and run on the 45.
What a pass. What a pass.
Got 2 to go.
2 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. And last week's winner, B. Hayden, in that 26 truck, has gotten right back to where he wanted to here at the Monster Mile at Dover. And what a race. And right now, if it finishes the way it's standing, looks like he's going to have back-to-back wins here in the Truck Series, Del Gautreaux.
Oh, yeah.
White flag. White flag.
White flag's out. 1 lap to go.
Gotta feel good. Gotta give you confidence going into these upcoming races and going into the playoffs. It's always nice to win races, though. Getting a bunch of points.
Let's go. Checker flag.
Brought to you by Plan B Sales. Checker flag is out. 26. Number 26 Chevy Silverado. Back-to-back week winner. It's like that 45 truck of Cushion Pushing. I mean, he had a nice truck, but it just still wasn't enough to hold off the 26. Delgatra, we seen that, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, you could tell the 26 would get off exit a lot better, and I'm sure the 45 was trying everything he can. As you saw, he blocked them to try to win the race, but he got sent. So you got to play the price for what you do, and it's kind of like how this weekend's race went in real life. You know, you got to be okay with what you do, and the actions you do on the racetrack. You gotta expect it coming back.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, I really didn't want to move him, but yeah, it came down to he blocked me about 3 times on that straightaway, so I was gonna take my shot when I had it.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it was great racing the whole time, but I mean, when you come down to the last few laps, I mean, you got to make your move. It is what it is. That's the way I look at it. I mean, if you're not trying to win it, then what are you even trying to race for?
Yeah, I always believe that. You know, you're here to win races, and you wanna be the top of the board to have the bragging rights. Definitely don't want to just settle for second place. It's never fun. We're all competitive, so definitely want to rather have a guy try for it than just hand it to someone.
Exactly. And I mean, it was a good race, and I mean, it was very competitive there at the end. And I mean, I wasn't sure how that was going to play out because, you know, the 45 really showed that he made some adjustments to where he was making some good runs there in stage 3. So it was.
I felt really good for the 22 was going to win it, to be honest, just because he had a bigger gap between him and Hayden, and then he was catching the Cushion Pushing really quick, and then all of a sudden he just stopped gaining on him as much, and Hayden got around him and went for the lead.
Yeah, I agree. It was a great race. I'm not sure. I know we had B. Hayden there in first place and Cushion Pushing in second, and I believe Ski Mask was in third. I'm not exactly sure about fourth and fifth.
Yeah, I'm not sure either on that.
But as far as our top 3, we can at least get them in here because that shouldn't be a problem at all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll give us just a few seconds. All right, I've sent the top 3 drivers tonight invites. They'll all join in. Let's see, we're gonna. Well, I see I got Cushion Pushing in here. Cushion Pushing, how you doing tonight? Well, that was a heck of a truck race you had tonight, and I think we could all tell from watching the broadcast and stream and everything, you had a really good, like right off the gate, each stage, a really fast truck. And it seemed like you lost just a little bit as as the laps would go on and the stages would carry on. But right at the get-go, you were really good there at stage 3 and actually held on to it for the most part in stage, throughout the whole stage. You really didn't lose much. What's your comments? How do you feel like the race went tonight, and how do you feel your truck went? I got you in that, man. That makes complete sense because I don't think anybody blamed you for doing that because I mean, you did a great job, and we commented on it and noticed it. I mean, right off the gate, I mean, even stage one, you had a really fast truck. It seemed like it fell off a little bit, but it seemed like I said, in stage three, it really seemed like you kind of dialed it in a little bit more and was able to get those longer runs. Was there anything that surprised you about the race? You know, other than what was that? You said you started to get a little loose throughout the runs after it was a long run. Yeah, we were honestly surprised. I mean, we were surprised too because he had the complete opposite truck of you, in our opinion. I mean, off the at the beginning of each stage, it seemed like it took his truck a while to finally get going. And it was basically there in stage three. We thought you might have had it just dialed in just right because it was coming down to those final, I think, 6, 7 laps, and you were still holding on that lead. It was like he might just have enough to hold on to it. And I mean, you did a great job and I mean, a great performance, and you were definitely there in contention the whole time. Doug Gotro, do you have any questions for Cushion Pushing? I mean, in number 40 truck tonight, he did a pretty good job, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I guess those final laps, I'm assuming you're kind of realizing 26 car is slowly catching you, and normally in racing they tell you not to look in your rear view mirrors because that kind of messes you up. You want to focus on what's ahead of you, but did you not look behind you to kind of see where the 26 was kind of beating you at, and maybe try to take his line away? Because I saw he was trying to get runs off the exit. Did you think about trying something different? Yeah. Okay.
Well, Cushion Pushing, hey, great job tonight, and you got a lot of video time or footage time tonight because you were definitely up front and you were definitely a contender, and we expect to see you up there a lot more. I wouldn't be surprised about that one bit. It's a nice job tonight, and can't wait to see what you do next week. All right, so that said, that was Cushion Pushing. He did a nice job tonight in that number 40 Chevy Silverado. I think next we're going to move on to Ski Mask in that number 22 Chevy Silverado. Ski, talk to me. How was that race tonight?
What's up, TC? Glad to have you back, brother.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man, I'm glad to be back. Tell me about this race tonight, because as always, you always got a fast truck. You were up there. You got a lot of video time tonight as well.
Yeah, man, that was a very frustrating race for me. I could never. It seems like I could never catch a break in that race. I was always caught up in I didn't qualify well, and just kind of got caught up in the soup of the pack, and I finally caught a break there at the end where I guess it was stage 3. I restarted towards, I think it was like 5th or 4th or something like that, and got a little breathing room, and then I could stretch it out. But by the time we all got kind of in our positions, Brady, he had a lead. He had like a 2.5 second lead on me and Heath and D-Blood and all that. And after I pit, when I came out the pits, I had I had a hell of a lead on Brady, and I think I had like a 3-second lead on him, and Cushion was right in front of me, and I was trying like hell to catch Cushion, and I couldn't. And then Brady just like me and Brady practiced. You know, me and Brady practiced a bunch before this race, and I would get away from him. I'd get away from him for about 10 laps, and then he'd hawk me down like a shark. I guess whatever the setups we were running or whatever, but anyway, he had a good truck. But anyway, good race though. Good race for me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've been up front. Obviously, I missed probably the past few weeks, but before that, you've been up front pretty much. Well, you're the truck season winner from last season, and you've been doing really well this season, so it doesn't look like you're letting off at all. You're right there where you need to be in every race, and that's what counts. If you stay right there where you need to be, you'll definitely be right there come playoffs, time, and can definitely make an impact, and maybe make it a 2-time champ. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them all the hell they want.
I hear you, man. I hear you 100%. Hey, good race, and hey, you showed a great comeback, because they're beginning of stage 1. I think I may have commented once you watched the stream. I was like, I think the Gotcha kind of commented, was kind of surprised you're kind of mid-pack. Wouldn't really. Yeah. You were just kind of hanging back there, but then in stage 3, whatever you did, the adjustments you did, you definitely made it back up, and you made yourself right back up there. So you're always a contender in stage 3, so nobody can ever count you out. So good job tonight.
Hey, appreciate it, TC. Thanks, man. Hey, congrats, Brady. Good shit, bro.
Thanks. It was a good race. A lot of fun.
Del Gacho, you got anything for Ski before we let him go, or let him off the hook?
Yeah, real quick, I guess. On those last 2 laps, I think whenever Brady and Cushion Pushing got in that battle, did you think you had a shot there when those guys got start racing?
Oh,
and what was
yeah.
going to be your goal?
That's a good question. Damn it, I
Because
missed that.
How'd that look from behind?
When Brady caught me, I was probably like 5 or 6 car. Like when I came out the pits, I caught Cushion a little bit. Like I was catching him, and then it died out probably like 5 or 6 truck lengths behind Cushion. I didn't know where the hell Cushion came from either. I don't know what he did, because I think it was behind us before we pit. But anyway, we come out and he's in front of us. And Brady, I'm looking, and I'm trying to concentrate on catching Cushion. I'm looking in my rear view every other lap, and he's getting closer and closer. All of a sudden I look up, and he's on my bumper. And I said, I was talking shit to him on the mic, telling him I was gonna hit him.
That's why I was laughing at you guys. There's a lot of colorful language going on.
When he got up to me, I said, I'm gonna roll up the track and let him just blaze by me. And I did, and he blazed by me, and I thought, I know Cushion's gonna fight him, so he blazed by me. They got into it. I mean, Cushion did all he could. I mean, I had a front row seat to it. I mean, he blocked the bottom of the track. They went up the track, back to the bottom, and yeah, I did. I thought I'd have a shot at it, but anyway, good drive. Those are 2 good drivers, man. Fun race.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, great race at the Monster Mile there for sure. Now we're gonna get to our a race winner, number 26, B. Hayden. How do you feel winning back-to-back weeks? It must feel pretty good.
It's pretty awesome, especially not really running the trucks.
Looks
for,
like you
for the
may
whole
be a
season.
new force to be reckoned with.
It's fun to. It's a good change of pace too from these cup cars. Especially running last night and seeing how on edge those are. Running these trucks, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they definitely seem a lot. They're easier to handle and a little bit smoother. Those cup cars, they could definitely get away from you really quick. What were you thinking there throughout the race? Because obviously, we could tell. I'm sure you could tell as well throughout the race that you had a very good long run truck. You weren't going to be really fast off the start. Was you worried there in stage 3 there could have been a caution or something like that could have caused y'all to rack up a time or two, and basically kind of would have took your game plan away?
Yeah, it was definitely something I thought of, and in practice today with ski, we kind of went over that. What would happen if we had a late race caution at third stage, as far as strategy would go. So, but it ended up working out in my favor. But it was a tough race racing up there with those guys. A lot of fun, back and forth. When it came down to it, when pit stop started, I wasn't really sure, how the strategies would work out as far as tires and how much time I'd be behind if I can make up that difference. But I took the gamble and stayed out longer than everybody else to try to maximize the fresh tires, and just played out in my favor.
It definitely did, because those guys had, for the most part that I've seen, and probably Doug Gautreaux would agree with me, like a lot of those trucks, they were like right off the start, they were fast trucks, but they die off there towards the end. And you stayed out a lot longer than all the other guys that had a long running truck. And then you were able to really maximize that there at the end of stage 3, especially with no caution coming out. And when we saw you coming up, it was like nothing. You literally was making up ground. That's over Dover. You were catching truck after truck and just passing right by them. I did notice you had to put the bumper to cushion pushing, I believe, but he was blocking, and what's the slower truck in front of you gonna do when he's a leader? He's gonna block. But you did what you had to do as well, in my opinion. So that's just what racing is. And hey, if you're gonna block, then just be ready, because I might have to bump you, because something's got to give here. You definitely had the faster truck. Cushion Pushing had a great truck as well. His just seemed to fall off a little bit there towards the end. But in stage 3, whatever he did make some adjustments that his truck did hold on a lot longer than it had been. And so that was a great race at the end, especially between the top 3. The 22 truck, Ski Mask, he was involved in there a lot too. He had a good truck, but I will say this: for the first week back, I missed a few weeks, but I was told the 26 won last week, and here you are again in victory lane.
Yeah, glad to be back here again. And like I said, it was great racing up there with the Ski and Cushion. I didn't want to move Cushion, just like as much as he probably saw me coming. He didn't really want to throw those blocks, but racing's racing.
That's what it's all about.
I'm sure he understands, but
and if the roles were reversed, you had the slower truck and he had the faster truck, I imagine it'd be the same thing. It wouldn't be any different. That's just what racing is. And yeah, it sucks when you get moved, but hey, the reason you got moved is because you were a little bit slower. And that's usually 9 times out of 10 why that happens. But Cushion Pushing had a great truck. He did good, but you definitely had a good truck
at the end too. Because
he
wasn't.
did.
I don't even think he was. I think he might have been 4th or so when pit stop started. So, by short pitting and putting some adjustments into his truck, it gave him a shot to win.
It sure did.
He might not have had. So, great call on him.
Yep, exactly. And good calls for you as well. And you had a great running truck. Del Gautreaux, I know we got to end this thing here in just a few minutes. You got anything for our race winner here in that number 26 Chevy Silverado?
Yeah, I can ask you this real quick. Next week we go to Kansas, I'm assuming, for trucks and ARCA Cup and all that. What are you looking for that track, and how are you going to prepare for that?
Well, it all comes down to practice, just trying to get some laps in when I can this week. Kansas is, it's one of those tracks, I believe that's the one where the high line is the preferred line. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be, it'll be fun. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the only problem is one line, but you know what? I've seen some passes on the bottom there. I've done it myself. I've scored some wins there, so I'll be prepared, just like I know all these other drivers will, and I can't wait to get there next week and get going at it.
Absolutely. Congrats on the win today. It was fun calling it, and you had a really good truck tonight. And
Thanks.
showed it.
Thank you guys for having me for the N-Race Porter.
Oh, no.
A lot of fun doing that. I missed doing the broadcast with you this week, TCW with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It was
No,
fun
you did.
being in the truck too, so
Yeah.
maybe
You did
next week I can do it if you guys need me to.
Yeah, hey, you did a great job, and B. Hayden, congratulations on your win. Back-to-back wins for him in that number 26 truck. And Delgado, I appreciate you helping us out and joining me tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
was fun.
I think with that said, I think we're about ready to wrap this up. Thunder Valley Racing League appreciates all the viewers tonight, and anybody that'll watch in the future that'll watch these races, because they're great races. We also want to appreciate our sponsors with Plan B Sales. And last but not least, D-Blood, because he puts all this stuff together and makes all this possible, and he kind of runs this whole thing. So he does a great job, so we appreciate that. And with that said, I hope everybody enjoys the race, whether you watched it now or in the future. And we'll be back next week to put on another one for you here. And it sounds like that's at Kansas. So we appreciate everyone, and everyone have a good night.